back with this Platinum, what to do. Right now, we're going to slow it down, calm it down a little bit, and I'm going to introduce y'all and talk about something that's very serious. And the phone is dying.
Keep going.
But I'm going to keep going. Okay, I want to talk about sarcoidosis. Sarcoidosis is a very rare disease that doesn't often get talked about or put out there in the media for, say, much as cancer or lupus or diabetes or anything. This right here is mainly attacking black people, minorities such as Latinos, Mexicans, and a lot of women are getting it. So I want to explain it to you all because right now I am currently battling it with my life. So I would like to introduce a very close friend of mine who's battling it herself, Miss Shalise. Welcome her.
Hello.
Hi Shalise, how are you?
I'm good. And yourself?
I'm just awesome. It's a blessing to have you on the show.
Well,
You
I'm glad
look
to be
healthy
here.
and beautiful.
Thank you.
So as I was telling the viewers that we both are battling sarcoidosis. It's called sarcoidosis, you guys, and it's very rare, you know.
Yeah.
And it's kind of odd how we met. So first I want to tell y'all how we met. We met at a comedy show, not knowing each other, through our crazy sister Yolanda. And we both just found out. I guess it was just God. It just put it on our spirit to just talk about that and nothing else. It just connected. And I found out she has sarcoidosis, and we talked it out, and we are now supporters of each other. So why don't you tell the viewers a little bit about sarcoidosis and what you are experiencing?
Well, to start off with how I found out that I had it. One day, my eyes and everything swelled up, and I didn't know what was going on with me. So I went to the hospital because I'm the type of person, if something is going on, I want to go to the doctor as soon as you know.
Sound like me.
Right. And they ended up doing a biopsy on my lungs, and they found out I had sarcoidosis. And I didn't know what it was at the time. And because it's so rare, I had never heard of it. And at the time, I didn't have a lot of problems and everything, but as the years went on, this was in 2005, as the years went on, I developed a lot more problems. At first, my breathing was fine. Now, I'm on inhalers and everything. But they say that it's totally reversible. So that's kind of what I'm working to do.
Okay, before we go there, stop before we go there.
Okay.
You said what led you actually into the hospital? You said what was swollen on you?
My eyes.
Your eyes, like
Yeah.
in what area? Could
Just
you, like,
the
show us
lids.
that?
The lids of my eyes were they were swollen.
Were they like burning?
And they were, and it was so, they weren't burning, they were just swollen, and all I could do was just cry. And the crazy part was they were so, I don't know, inflamed that I couldn't even produce tears. And eventually it just went down on its own. But
so what you're saying is you like woke up, did they swell up like on a period of time, like?
I went to sleep, and I thought that maybe something had happened because I had went to Macy's the day before, and I was trying on this mascara, and so I thought maybe that was it. But I wasn't really sure because when I went to sleep that night, I woke up the next morning and my eyes were it's just all of a sudden out of nowhere. So
I mean, like, I definitely, you're a strong woman. You are.
yeah.
And me myself, I don't know what is really going on with this disease or anything, but our goal is to tell the world and help them to have clarification on what is going on with this disease. Because as we know, Bernie Mac had one of our favorite comedians, all of us know, and truly loved. He died. He had sarcoidosis, and he caught pneumonia. Now, see, now that's what I want to ask you about. can you or can you not be able to catch a cold with sarcoidosis?
Well, actually, I just got over a cold, but I tried my darndest to not catch a cold because that's one of the things I'm afraid of.
It's very dangerous.
Right, of it going into pneumonia. So.
Right.
And it's hard for me to get rid of it because, like I say, I already had the problems with my lungs. So it just makes it harder to get rid of a cold.
Okay. And something else I wanted to say. They said that black people and Latinos and Mexicans are likely to get it. Have you heard any of that?
You know what? Yeah, the doctors did tell me that black people and Latinos are, mostly the people that are affected by it, but mostly black. And they don't know a lot about it. They don't know. They treat it with steroids, and other than that, there's no cure for it. And
so, I mean, I know that you had mentioned earlier that you were really afraid to catch a cold with it, and myself, I mean, I was terrified of it. Seriously, I couldn't sleep at night, and all I could think of was Bernie Mac the whole time. You know, and it is a serious disease, but we can and will live, through it. I mean, because you can have it and live a very long time, but as long as you take care of yourself.
You have to take care of yourself.
And I know that's something that because look at you, you look fabulous.
Well,
I mean,
thank you.
You can't even tell that you even have it. It's not something that you can look at a person and see that they have sarcoidosis. It's not that easy to detect.
Right.
So since you've been battling this, what other kind of minor symptoms that you had that somebody can catch on to? Well, no, we're actually not going to get into the heavy symptoms yet. We're just going to talk about the minor ones right now so they can kind of peep game.
I think one minor symptom is like skin rashes. Okay. I have different, I have a rash come up and here, there, anywhere. It can occur anywhere on your body. And if you don't treat them with ointment, like I have ointment that I use, the doctor prescribed for me, they will grow and they just itch and everything. And then also tenderness. It may look like your legs, like my legs, they look fine and everything, but if you were to touch them, I would be in just so much pain. And it's just like unbelievable.
And it is.
And it looks like it's nothing wrong at all, but it's just so painful to even touch them.
Wow, and you know what? I definitely can relate to that because I myself, there would be times where knots would be in my legs or the inside under my skin.
Right. Okay.
And it would be a hard knot here or a hard knot there, and you rub. Usually. You rub your arm, it's smooth.
Right.
But with sarcoidosis, those hard knots, they come up and it just be circle here, circle there. And sometimes even I would break up with hives. Because, if you be around a lot of dust or get in contact or dust mites or anything that's really dirty, fungus, such mildew in your house, it will trigger a flare-up. So, man,
It's hard.
It is hard. It's hard battling. It's very hard battling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So, we do have a lot to talk about on this subject. We're not going to get too deep into it right now because we're going to come back with more details. This subject right here, this part of the show is really exclusive. We're going to get real deep with it. We're going to have contact numbers that you all can reach out to if you want to know anything about it. We're going to be able to tell you where you can go and download it. We're also going to help you spell it because a lot of people can't spell that word. But what I want to say is, what have you been doing to help your skin parts? I know you mentioned the ointment because like such as me, like right here, these are spots. As you can see, the reddish spots. I'm dark, so you can't really see it being red, but these are what some of them look like. They grow everywhere. And when you were talking about your biopsy, where did you get your biopsy? Where did they cut you at?
They took a biopsy of my lungs.
What did they?
So they put me to sleep, and they went down my throat,
Okay.
and they went into the lung and took a biopsy. Took a small.
Now, see, I wish they would have did that for me. They had cut all me around my neck like I was
They
on Friday
wanted
13.
to. They wanted to cut my eyes and stuff, but I said, no. Is there any other way that you can find out?
Right.
Because I don't know if it's gonna heal right. You might make a mistake or
Right.
whatever, and so But one thing I would say, it's important to go to the doctor to get checked up and find out, what's going on with you. Now, I went to the doctor, but I did, because the doctors, and, they treat you with medication. That's what they do. But I feel like being healthy and taking your life into your own hands is going to be far more greater than what a doctor can do. Okay, and so
I commend you on that one, because a lot of people run to the doctors and they feel that medicine is the key.
Exactly.
But you have something else to share with them that they can do to help themselves.
Right.
But you're not gonna today.
Right. Okay.
But one thing I wanted to ask you, before you went to the doctor, did you experience a cough, a dry cough? It was just me personally. I kept coughing.
Okay.
And it was a dry cough. No mucus or anything wasn't coming up. And it was just horrible. And that's one of the minor symptoms. But we have not much time left on the show, so we are going to welcome Miss Shalise back, and we're going to talk about it more. So once again, thank you, Shalise, for coming on the show talking about sarcoidosis.
I love to.
And
I love talking
for
about
those of you that want to know more, like I said, tune in. This is not the only time or the last time. And we're going to live and make it through it, right?
That's right.
So, give me a hug. It's my sister, y'all. And once again, this is what it do with Platinum. As you can see, we talk about health, food, comedy, music, just anything you want to talk about, you're welcome. First Move Entertainment, Catnip, can't forget you, much love. And like I want to say, it's going down right here. Viewed millions, billions at Coyote. You can't miss it. The only crazy loco rocked out show by Miss Platinum. Y'all know me. If you don't know me, you can Google me, Miss Little Lady, aka Miss Platinum. Or matter of fact, go on YouTube. Watch some of the shows. Platinum at Bell Out is going down. Once again, look out for that movie that's coming near you. I mean near you. And every state and every country is called Breaking Into Business. Once again, starring Luciana, starring Shalise, starring Yolanda, and once again, me, myself, Miss Platinum. Thank you. We're out.